I really don't want to make this video, but I am getting incredibly sick and tired of half the people that are saying some completely untrue facts about Volition and Saints Row. I'm going to get this off my chest. This game is a piece of shit. No doubt it's an absolute garbage fest and a garbage fire. But I'm hearing some dumbass things from other people who also equally hate the game and saying shit that they should probably put in a folder and shove up their own ass. Now, I'm going to put up what I agree about this game being an absolute garbage fest. First of all, there was no real testing in some of the levels, and there are some game breaking bugs. But I'm going to put a pin in that one later. Secondly, the story is complete garbage. The hipsters are just terrible characters. I believe his character Eli, who is an African American character with a fucking bow tie, is one of the worst written characters, and sadly, one of the only few characters that actually has a good line, and it's only like a 1 second good line where he dusts off the safe and it puts that light to it and says, hey, "You won't believe this. All the combination to his safe is all fives." That was funny for about 2 seconds, and then the rest of the game became completely utter garbage shit. And by the way, Nalari, or that Hispanic woman, is the only one that I actually get a background to and actually feel sorry for. But and also the damn cat. But fuck the rest of these characters. They're so terribly written. I mean, they're bad. And Eli is just the top of that dumpster fire. Why would you put Urkel into the game? And it's Urkel. It's fucking Urkel. I mean, if they make a sequel to this, I only want that Hispanic chick in there. And just have the other two just, I don't know, shot or just thrown out the fucking garbage. Or just no longer there. But what really killed this game, what really took this game out, is when they freed the Noali and start making plans to rob this train. And what is the boss's big plan to do? Go on a big old trip for everybody on a team building exercise with fucking hats. The whole fucking scene. The actual scene, and I mean, I just rolled my eyes up when I saw that level. Or it's just the CGI intro to that level. Like, who wrote this diarrhea garbage? Team building exercise before planning a heist? Who wrote this? And of course, you got the SJWs. Some are saying, well, in Saints Row 1, you can only create a man, and then when you were able to create a woman, that's when they went all woke and shit. You can tell they're going downhill from that. And it's like, fuck you. Fuck you, and kiss my fucking ass, and die a horrible death, you asshole. Being able to create a female character did not kill this fucking series. You goddamn human pieces of fucking garbage. And to everybody complaining about all the massive bugs, let me explain something to you all and remove a certain pin. You guys remember the Saints Row 3 Remastered when that came out? They hadn't removed all the bugs that was in the original Saints Row 3 game. In fact, Saints Row 3 game is still riddled with a lot of bugs that the new guys that are working on the remake of 3, the one that everybody loves, because they fixed a lot of bugs in that game. And go play Saints Row 4 on the PS4 and Xbox One. Tell me how many bugs you spot in that game, because it's about almost the same as the bugs in the new Saints Row games. In fact, there's even more. And literally, I know you don't want to bring back your repressed memories of Agents of Mayhem, which is also part of the Saints Row series, but that game was garbage. And the characters were just dull and pathetic and stupid. And when they had that whole G.I. Joe action figures, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I mean, you're literally like, oh, in the last Saints Row game, you went from 4 to 5. What the fuck happened to Agents of Mayhem? Yes, it was a gigantic flop, and it was a buggy mess and a complete catastrophe flop. But here's something I want to tell you, fanboys. It fucking happened! Volition has a history of releasing buggy, shitty fucking games, and when a remaster is literally fixing half the games in your favorite uh definitive version of Saints Row 3, and it just blows my mind on your absolute stupidity. This game is a dumpster fire, but unfortunately, so was the fan reaction for me. And unfortunately, it's hard to get through you people because you've all made up your mind that somehow that Saints Row 1 to 4 is a magical piece of shit fest that had no bugs and was always playable, and yet and then Agents of Mayhem just never happened, and now you're all surprised to see the same amount of bugs. When Volition got up there and said they had to rewrite this game from the ground up, no, they didn't. Literally every animation and every fucking graphics from fucking Saints Row 4 and 3 are in this game. I literally ran both graphics side by side, and they were identical. I mean, jumping into the fucking all the animations of the main character jumping into the car through the window is literally identical to that of Saints Row 3 and 4. It's literally the same engine. All they did was just put a giant desert background and made the whole landscape much more bigger and just put more graphical details. But they literally just took Saints Row 3 and 4 engine and just implemented it on top of fucking the new Saints Row. And literally nobody knew this. And I literally every Saints Row fan has literally said, "Yeah, this is all happening because they did this from the ground." No, no, they fucking lied to you. This is a perfect example of both the game fanboys and the developers both being assholes and fucking each other over and not knowing how much of a dick both sides are being. Literally. Both of you are being dicks. Both the fucking angry fanboys and the developing companies are literally fucking each other and not knowing not knowing how stupid you people are sounding. If you literally just put the graphics of Saints Row 3's, like hijacking cars and just basic animations and shooting animations next to the new Saints Row, they're fucking identical. You dumbasses. The only game that they literally built from the ground up was that shitty fucking Agents of Mayhem, and they completely wiped that engine when that game flopped, and after they released their last DLC for it. Do you people understand this? I mean, the flight mechanics, which was spectacular from Saints Row 3 and up, in the helicopters was always good. They made excellent flight mechanics, and they're also in the new game. Identical. They get into the helicopters the same way. The only thing that's weird is that for some reason the door every time most of the time when you get out of your vehicle on a car or whatever, the door will magically slap you, taking a small bit of your health. This game is a lie in every fucking sense of the words, and Volition should be sorry or apologizing to the customers, but the customers need to literally just pay attention to what the fuck you're saying. The last, all the Saints Row games were buggy. All of them. And the reason why you could only make a male character in the first Saints Row was because at the time THQ uh, just didn't want to put the budget in a new type of fucking video game and thought it was going to flop. Microsoft came in and threw the money in, but not enough money to hire a female voice actress for the female version. So they were just stuck normally making a male character for the first game. But when the second game came out, they had plenty of money to make both a male and a female. And then the third one came out, and of course, they added zombie voice, which was hilariously funny. And when this game also was introduced, the new Saints Row, let's not forget that they were trying to make it. I mean, they made it look like that you can only play that one female character in the cinematics, and it was a blink if you miss it that they showed the custom character. And I will say this: the custom character is very well refined. I mean, you can literally create a character. The presets are bad, though, most of them. But the one thing they did screw up on the custom characters is in the uniforms, because if you want your character to have a watch, don't put a ring on their fingers because the watch can't be worn for some reason. Because that's how reality works. Look, the addition of the prosthetic limbs was actually fine and good, and I liked it. And, and of course, the insane amount of customization, except for having rings on their fingers and a watch around their wrist at the same time, or putting a necklace on them will remove the jacket. Why? Just the uniforms they fucked up on, but the actual customization with the prosthetic limbs and the facial features that you can literally modify from the ground up and make almost any character you want, because I've seen it. Because when they came up with that boss creator, they people were making like incredible the She-Hulk and all these other different characters and characters from Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and all those popular series. And even one person made April O'Neil, the from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. But this game is bad. This game is bad, and unfortunately, I'm not going to agree with everything that the fan base is saying about it, because some of them are saying some ridiculously stupid shit or trying to rewrite history, which is something I really can't agree with. Fuck this game, and fuck those fanboys that are making alternate history of shit and events that have either never happened or it's way more stupider than what the developers are even saying out of their own ass. And yeah, I'm pissing everybody off because everybody on this planet can go kiss my fucking ass. See ya.